Welcome into 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. I am a level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today we're going to look at Injective protocol on the monthly chart. We're going to zoom into the weekly, even the daily, short time frame, macro scale, all that stuff and more. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want more help navigating this market cycle, get access to our private Telegram alerts group where we put out tons of extra content daily, keep you in the loop on market caps, the stock market, your requests in the crypto, everything and more. That's linked right below, right? So let's get started. Injective on the monthly scale against Tether, right? Nice breakout move from the lows of the bear market of just a paltry $1, right? So already this cycle, Injective has gone up 4,500%. Currently up a paltry 2,700%, but still, right? Where could we potentially be going? Well, you could see right over here, our Fibonacci extension level, the 1618, is at $134. That would be a pretty magnificent move from a dollar, right? Is that possible? Yes, that is possible. How high of a move would that be? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. So we're looking at 11,000%. Many coins did that last cycle, more than double that, right? How about Injective? Did they do that? Yes, they did, right? So let's look at price move from the previous cycle. Over 10,000%. It's actually a little bit more than that. Let's actually get the low wick here, bud. So let's scale the picture, right? Let's look at the actual low to the high. We're looking at, it was roughly about 14,000%. So could we still do 11,000%? Well, one of the strongest charts in crypto, could it do a little bit less, right? Historically speaking, many coins, or every coin that I've looked at, does not outperform, right, diminishing returns, the previous cycle. So Injective didn't have a full cycle to go, but still unlikely to go outside of 14,000%. In my opinion, maybe it could, just because you didn't have that full cycle, but 11,000%, could it possibly get there, $134? Will the market cap allow that? Yes, it would. It would be up there, right? I would say the cycle would be pretty toppy. If we get to the over $100 range, you'd probably want to look for those warning signs. But right now, do we have any of that? No, it's just consolidation, right? Let's zoom down to the weekly and let's actually get to brass tacks here, right? So our consolidation zone, that's what we do, right? Injective likes to go sideways a lot before the opposite of sideways, right? Sideways horizontal, sideways vertical. Right now we're sideways horizontal again. Before sideways vertical, the next target, right, on this next bigger move up could take a couple of months, right? Very likely, but $134 would be your next target highs, because we're in price discovery. We don't have anything else to go off of here, right? If you look at the Gaussian channel, it's way the hell below us, right? The weekly Gaussian is below the 100-week moving average. Unlikely we're going to see that again. It's still overall 2x above the Gaussian channel on the weekly. Great sign, good strength, and you want to remain above that the entire bull cycle, and we likely will. So once we get into there, right, once you hit the Gaussian channel, it doesn't mean prices go down indefinitely, but you're really going to get trapped in there, and that's likely the cycle end in the not so distant future. So we're going to keep tabs on that, right? You can use this with Bitcoin, put Gaussian channel on. It should default as this. You're looking for this one if you want to add it to your chart. Also, just a side note, if you want to know like what indicator, because a lot of people make double indicators. You're like, you type this in and you're like, EMA ribbon, where the hell is that? You got to look for source codes. So if you didn't know what this meant, right, you can click on that, and at the bottom you can see my chart jumped up a little bit, right? You can drag this up and you can see right here, right, EMA ribbon. It's by this one. So if you want to go add that, right, and you can do the same thing with the Gaussian channel source code, right? And then it's that one, right? Gaussian channel DW. So if you're wondering how to find, a specific indicator, right? And you want to copy that, right? You need to find the source code, right? That's how you do it. All right, just a side note on that. Okay, so back to Injective, our sideways movement. What do we need to be aware of? Well, we're currently at swing lows, right? We're zoomed way in here, right? So we're at our swing lows. We've been here many weeks, right? Going all the way back to January. This whole year, we've been here many times. Even last week we were here, right? And also the 21-week EMA is right here in the yellow. That's a very important line. You'd want to be holding that. We do not want to close under the 21-week, or that's a more bearish outlook for the foreseeable future. So I would guess weeks to months if prices close under the 21 week for Injective to stay in this kind of pattern, right? The sideways pattern. But we've held the line last week, right? We were there, we closed up and, rebounded. So that's what we want to do this week. The current price on that 21 week EMA is 32.30. We're at 30. We're right on it, right? We're at 32.20 right now. So, and that the weekly close, right? Not too much, a couple days from now, right? Sunday close, will Injective hold the line again? The likelihood is yes. Most coins that are bullish, and Injective has been bullish this whole cycle, should hold that 21 week. So if it doesn't, that's a sign of weakness and likely further consolidation. So I like our odds of holding, right? We've held the line, this sideways movement for months now, all of 2024, even going back to late 2023. We got a little bit of a rise here, a little too early, right? Victim of Bitcoin's kind of local top, and now come back to consolidation. If we get a wick lower, doesn't mean, all bets are off, right? What if we close here this week and then we see a price move down? No need to panic, right? We would very likely be our capitulation wick, and then we come back and close. That might be like a, Dragonfly Doji, something picturesque of this candle right there, right? Long lower wick at, breaching prior support, come back and close in that support area, but just above it, that would be very bullish, and I would look for, further upside. So once we break this high of $43, price discovery mode, and very likely we're going to see $60 to $70 area very, very quickly, right? As Injective starts to move out of consolidation, it breaks quick. So this something similar rhyming to this, right? History doesn't always repeat, but it does often rhyme, right? That's this rhyme, right? So a big explosive move, very likely once Injective breaks $43 on the weekly to the upside. Okay. So let's go to the little short time frame, right? A little bit more bearish now, right? We're testing the swing lows. Of course, you're going to get a little bit sluggish. Gaussian channel has turned red, right? What's below us? We have our 200-day EMA, big moving average there. So at 29.30, that would still be in line with these swing lows. So you could almost paint a little micro support zone or a double safety net down here. This is where you want to dollar cost average heavily down in this area, right? Buying when it looks bleak, when it's at swing lows, local lows, not seen in months. In a bull run, that's how you can really get things to pay off, right? And look at the discount you could get here, right? So if we go down there to the 100, you'd be like 45% discount on one of the best performing cryptos so far this cycle. As of a couple, the past several months, hasn't been in that area, but consolidation before breakout explosive move tends to work out well. So that's that. We are a little bit more bearish now. So, going all in here, probably not the best idea, but dollar cost averaging while you're low here, right? It's worked out well this entire year. So Injective, I see going to over $100 this cycle. That's still over a 3x away, possibly 4 or 5x even from these current prices. And that's, again, we started at $1 this cycle, $1 low. So we've already done quite well, just taking a bigger breath because it's put in some bigger moves. So no need to panic there. That is Injective against Tether. Let's take Injective against Bitcoin. Let's go to our Alt BTC, Injective Bitcoin. On the daily chart, let's focus on, altcoins against Bitcoin on the macro scale. So this is what we're looking like, and also most coins are not this powerful against Bitcoin. So from the swing lows to the highs, that's 1,800% against Bitcoin. Wow. And very impressive. Not many coins have done that. Even still, we're up almost 800% even with this move down. So we've gotten a discount of 55%, right? Bitcoin is taken back over. That's no surprise. Many coins have been bleeding over the past several weeks and months, and Bitcoin dominance rising at 55%. If it goes to 60%, right, we might see a move down a little bit lower back to this zone. We're already at the top of it. The Gaussian channel, the peak, the top is just at 4,400 there, as you can see. also back into our previous resistance zone, resistance consolidation before breakout. And now we're doing a bullish retest, also known as a throwback to that same area. We're there now. So you've gotten quite a bit of discount. So if you have any Bitcoin, converting some over to Injective here might not be the worst idea, right? A back to previous resistance should turn to support. That's what we're doing. Now we have tornado alerts. I'm going off. I don't know if you heard that on my phone, but that was that. So duck and cover. If I blow away, kiss my ass goodbye. All right. So hopefully this is helpful. If not mildly entertaining. That's Injective kind of wrapped up for today. More stuff like this covered in depth in our Telegram alerts group. Consider joining there through Patreon. That's linked below. Let's get to our quote of the day. That which isn't good for the hive isn't good for the bee, right? Love it. Car of the day, McLaren F1, one windshield wiper, one roof scoop, one badass car. Let's go to the rear. Orange, McLaren orange, of course. And then if you want the super expensive version, 10 million plus, why not get the McLaren GTR? I don't think you can even buy them. I think they're kind of street illegal everywhere you go. One center hubcap. Check that out. Racing lugs. Pretty slick. All right, I'll wrap it up there. Injective protocol update.